start at the top now. Let's go up there and see what's going on, and then we'll go to the middle. If this video isn't filmed in college, I'm going to be disappointed. Yeah, this is college. We're in college right now. It's Christmas break. We don't want to be there anymore. Oh, okay, here's the one I was talking about today. Is there high school drama in college?
If you're like us, no.
Let me explain one thing, that drama never goes away. It's going to be in college. It's going to be where you work. It's going to be no matter where it is. I think it's just a natural propensity for human nature that loves drama. The kind of high school drama, like, oh, did you hear that Brad and Sarah had sex last night? That's a big deal. That's crazy.
Girls come up to me and say
He's cheating on his girlfriend. Yeah, no, that kind of goes away.
I have a girl in a sorority that always comes up to me and tries to do that. And
that kind of goes away because no one gives a shit anymore when you get to college. Like, it's not a big deal that this guy, you know, is having sex with who, or who's dating who, or what, or who got drunk last night, because it's college. Everybody gets drunk last night.
Not you.
No, I don't.
Care to join on New Year's?
I have to work New Year's Day, so no.
I'm not switching you. I'm sorry. I'm going to get blacked out.
It's okay, Kasey. It's fine. But yeah, the high school drama, that diminishes, but when it comes to just drama in general, like, we work at a dollar store, and there's still drama at a fucking dollar store.
Now hold on. You saw the video on Twitter that I retweeted. There was a giant fight in our library.
Yes.
Right before finals week, these guys were killing each other.
Guess what it was over? A jacket. I was like, that better be the best. That must be the most epic jacket in history. That jacket should be like fit for a king or something. So that those two would fight over a jacket.
I'm sure that they're...
Why didn't you film more than 10 seconds of that?
That wasn't me.
Oh, it wasn't you.
I retweeted it.
Oh, you retweeted it. All right.
Yeah.
See, my first instinct when I see that shit going down is like, oh, okay,
my friend, she's bigger. She's kind of like my Sailor Jupiter.
She's like your Sailor Jupiter.
She's my big friend.
So what does that make you? Are you Venus?
I'm just a little one. I don't know.
Okay, so you're mini moon.
But she just grabs me and she's like, "We're getting out of here." And I'm
but
I want to watch. And then,
yeah, it was pretty crazy. There was a few people that tweeted that. I think it got on the news somewhere.
Really?
I don't know. But I know you weren't the only person that retweeted it.
The guy ran out with his wife beater, like, ripped down this way, like he was missing it, and just bolted. The cop showed up.
Did he steal the jacket? Like, what is the story with this jacket?
I asked a girl who was there the whole fight, and she was like, "Oh, I think this guy tried to steal his jacket," and they got in.
Fights never happen at a Catholic school. I don't get it. Never really had one. Nothing that I've ever heard of. We're very peaceful people apparently up there. I mean, I'm not a Catholic, but whatever. Do you find it easier to make friends in college? Well, look at it this way. When you're in high school, odds are you're going to be having the friends that you've had ever since elementary school. Unless you have like some falling out with them. But I had the same consistent friends from, I would say, not elementary school, middle school, junior high, up to high school. That was my clique I stayed with, my group of friends. When you go to college, odds are they're probably not going to be going to the same college as you. If you're not, or chances are more than excellent, you're going to end up in this area completely new people. And I think the people at college, like the people organizing like the orientation events, they're aware of this and they try to get you to socialize with other people. Within like at my orientation, I made one of my good friends, Luke. That's where we met. We still talk. No, I'm over here talking about. Oh, it's good. You can find friends, and then she's just like, oh well.
It took me 2, 4, 6, maybe
weeks?
7 semesters until I actually made friends that I text.
Not including me, because we went to the same. We ended up in the same community college for that one semester. 2 semesters. Wait.
I'm talking about in school.
Yeah, but
I made my first friends that are girls.
Okay, I guess that makes it a different opinion then, depending on how you're going to get friends.
Don't
worry, you can make friends. I believe in you. Yeah, it does get kind of annoying at certain points because at some point they'll like really force you, like you really should go to these events and make friends all the time. Like they'll constantly send you emails and stuff and bombard you with this, and I'm like, I'm good, I'm okay. I don't live there, I'm cool.
I'm introverted.
I don't know. I'm more introverted than people might think, but I only have like. Most of my friends are girls, honestly. But then again, St. Francis is like 70% female, so yeah. But that's my little group. But I'm the president of a club too, so I have a lot of friends through that.
Oh, I was in a club, but
I'm the king.
I'm in a club, kind of. You could say that, maybe.
Why? Is it like is it the Illuminati?
No,
you're saying that so secretly.
It's the club for my major, and I couldn't do it this semester because I just didn't have time.
Well, that's all right. Jay asks, do you ever feel homesick? No, because what's a bonkai? Do you get a I was going to skip that one. In college, do we get a bonkai? Go watch my bonkai tutorial video. That's the only way you can get a bonkai. I'm sorry.
What is that?
You should have gone bonkai.
Is it
Kasey.
dirty?
Kasey, you should have gone bonkai. I'm not going to tell you because it's more funny when you don't know.
I need to look it up. Should I not look it up?
Okay. No, you can look it up. It's fine. Do you feel homesick? This doesn't affect me because I don't live there. I live at home, so I go home every day. So I'm
go
good.
home every day too now.
Well, when you were living up there, did you feel homesick?
No.
It's not. It's only like 40 minutes away, so it's not like a huge, big difference.
I don't care about.
But we have a lot of international students where I go. So I'm assuming they feel homesick because they're living like 6,000.
Oh, I lived with one.
That's right.
She was from Kuwait, and she called her family every single day or texted them all day. Would talk until like 2, 3 a.m. I don't know what the time difference is. That's probably why.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they get homesick.
Yeah. Is it true that there's no homework, just studying? Okay. No, there's homework. Yeah, there's a lot of homework. I've been lucky for the most part. They're not usually really brutal with homework. They kind of understand that you have other classes. Because it's not that like one homework assignment's really going to beat you down really hard unless it's like maybe like the final, like we had a final paper we had to write, which is like 10 pages long.
I disagree on that.
But when it comes to class by class, it's okay. But if you're taking a lot of credits, like how many classes did you take last semester?
6.
You took 6 classes. So if each class you get homework, that builds up pretty damn quickly. And you're going to have like one, you have 3 times a day, and then like your Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Tuesday, Thursday classes.
If you're taking one like where you have to take like a lab or something, or next semester I have to take one where the class is 4 days a week. Languages are usually 4 days a week too. Usually.
Yeah. But there is indeed homework, and there's studying too.
There's crying.
There's lots of crying. There's crying time.
Mm-hmm.
They teach time management so much. They're like, time management. You need to learn time management. You need to learn it. This is possible to do all these ridiculous things, but time management. But of course, they don't really take into account like
you're working.
Yeah, they just take into account like if you have all these other classes you have to balance, and then there's sleep. Of course, they just kind of it's like you can sleep like 4 hours a night. You'll be good.
I hold a lot of.
That's the next question. Your sleep schedule. My sleep schedule is normal usually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, hers
Not
is.
This semester.
Hers is a little bit more erratic.
Not next semester.
Goes up more depending on how many classes you take. But yeah, I've never pulled an all-nighter. Like I've actually never had to stay up all night. That's another kind
Ever
of.
in your life?
Once in high school, it was for a Spanish test because I kept sucking at Spanish.
You told me about this.
Yeah, I was sucking at Spanish so much. Like I got a D on the first test, which was like a pre-test, and then every test after that, I was getting Fs consistently. So like around February, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buckle the fuck down. I'm gonna sit down and all night. I'm gonna study this, and I'm gonna do this the best as I possibly can. And I did it. And I went in and took the test, and I got a 63. I still failed. Better than all the other ones. I was getting like 40s or 50s. I did better than I normally do, but I still failed. So after that, I'm like, you know what? I tried as hard as I could, and I still failed. So I just gave up after that. And what?
¿Por qué?
Don't.
¿Por qué? It means why.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you. But.
And then you say por qué because that also means because.
Anyway, so after that I just gave up, and I got like a 19% on my next test, like the lowest grade I've ever gotten. And I failed that class, but she still passed me because everybody passes that class.
In high school, you always have to pass.
They shove you along, they push you along because of these, I don't know if it's like that in other parts of the world, but we have these things called like standardized tests. They'll focus more on that because it's all about how much funding, well that's kind of gone now, but it's like how much funding the school gets. Read into it. It's kind of like right now.
Well, I know that Zach's sister is a teacher, and she says she is required to give them at least a C in high school. In college, don't expect that.
No, because it's your money. You're there, like and it's like I get along good with all my professors, but they don't give me grades just because I'm a good student or whatever. They give you what grades you deserve, really. I mean. My English professor, I think we get along pretty well. I always really participate in class, and I took my final. I still got a C on it. It's not like she's going to give me more points just because I'm a good student. It's just what you deserve. And that is what I deserved, so, yeah. How old is Matt? I'm 22. I get that a lot.
Me too.
I'm in 8th grade, and I was wondering, is college really worth going to? Not for everyone. Like I said in the last video, like my friend Phil, he didn't go to college. He went into drywall carpentry, which is what he was always interested in. He went to Votech school for, and he's making way more money than probably both of us combined right now.
How lavish of a lifestyle do you want?
Yeah, pretty well. I mean, it's just what you want, because more people are skilled at trades, you know? Like, you wanted to be in a...
do you want to be a manager, or do you want to be just a worker?
Both your parents went to college, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it just depends. Because... I mean, you're more used to working with your hands or whatever, or maybe not necessarily college is right for you, but whatever. Or trade school or Votech school, whatever, like for electrician or HVAC specialist or whatever. We're obviously not the type for that, but college is like an RPG. As you complete classes, more advanced learning is opened. That's surprisingly accurate. Are there more hot bitches in college than in high school?
Oh, I see some hot bitches.
Me too, yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna act like I don't check out other girls' butts, you know. I admire a good butt.
I do too. Yeah, I'm more of a boob guy, but... Anyway, okay. What's your favorite... Okay, well, no. How many scholarships did you apply for, if any?
Fast webs, a lot.
Yeah.
None. Got none.
Yeah. There's a bunch of scholarships everywhere. Like when we were still trying to figure out how to pay for St. Francis, because it's like 32 grand a semester, 10 grand, 42 grand if you want to get a dorm there. We were still kind of figuring out how much we were going to pay, and it's just the only advice they could give us was basically just apply for all these scholarships everywhere. I got 2 this semester. How many did you get any? No.
I don't know if maybe some things are also based on like, you know, your living situation. I can't apply for federal work-study jobs because my parents make too much. They assume that your parents are paying for everything. They're not.
They're not.
No.
Not always. I mean...
Like, if you apply for certain, like, loans or whatever, they might not give them to you because your parents are making a certain amount of money if you're living with your parents, which I am.
Okay, this is a good one. How do you deal with procrastination? How do you manage to juggle so many things at one time and not become overwhelmed? Just how old are you? I'm 22. I never would have thought you'd been in college for that long. Yes, I've been in college since I was 18. I'll be 23 in April. She's 27.
I'm 22.
You're 22. But yeah, how do I deal with procrastination?
You don't.
Not very well.
You don't.
I mean, that's something else some people... My friend Abby, she was like on it. She had like a planner filled out with everything dotted down, exactly how long every night she was going to do it. No, she actually stuck to it too.
I do it.
I wasn't do that. I was like,
know.
It's just like, I'm watching something on TV tonight. I'm going to make a YouTube video. That's more important than studying for this philosophy exam.
I try to get my shit
Or
done.
writing this essay on,
I did really well this semester with getting everything turned in on time.
I've never had a problem with
I might
that.
have done it the last second.
I've never really had a problem with getting my stuff done on time. I've had a relatively easy semester, though. I only took 12 credits. Next semester I'm bumping it up to 15, so... Are you still... How many are you taking?
I'm moving down to 14.
You're moving down to 14. That's good for you, yeah.
And then one more
Something
semester
else,
like
yeah. When you take that many credits, she took 18. That's at the point where they make you sign a waiver, where it's like, you do understand that student suicide rates go up.
I
When
think
they
it
take
also
more
depends on the
classes.
classes you're taking. Like if it's like a
Do they
science
have
class
like
with
a
a
max
lab,
limit? I think 20. Isn't that like the max limit?
Well, yeah, 20 or 21.
You can't take any more. They just won't let you.
But I think that's also because they want you there longer.
Well, also, if you take 20, that's getting to the point where you wouldn't even have some classes would contradict with other classes. You're taking that many. My advice, actually, for last. Okay, you're last. Good
Usually
for you.
it's first, but she's last.
In my last video last week, it was my 200th review. I just put up I uploaded the video, and the first thing I did was go in the comments and type in first. There, I did it. I beat you all to it. Now go watch the damn video. But yeah, okay. Here in Sweden, only those who get the highest grades get to go to college, so it's quite hard to get in. So I'm wondering how hard is it to get into the college in the USA? I think what that is you probably, if you're in Sweden, you probably don't pay for it. So maybe it's like a flip coin thing where you don't have to pay for it, but you have to get really good grades to get in. Like that's your
Pay
payment.
for it with your sanity.
Pay for it with your qualifications, with how much how intelligent you really are. But in the United States, it's relatively easy to get in college.
Yeah.
I go to a private university that I thought was pretty exclusive. We have a pretty high acceptance rate. Your school has a pretty high acceptance rate. I mean, if you're trying to apply to like Harvard or something, then no. Ruby, what's up? There we go, Ruby. How did you escape?
Somebody opened the door.
Okay, well, whatever. But
Ruby, how was I this semester? Really bad.
yeah, really bad. Was she like your
Snot rag?
kind of? I don't know. All right, moving on. Does college get difficult with a job in YouTube? I don't know, Kasey. Does college get difficult with a job in YouTube?
I don't know the answer to that.
It does.
With a job,
It does. There's some nights where I wonder what the fuck I'm gonna do, but I managed to squeeze it through. I mean, YouTube was obviously the one that like I have to go to my part-time job. I can't call off work constantly. I have to finish my work. So YouTube's always the one that fell by the wayside, which is ironic because that's the one I'm making the most money off of. I'm making more money off that than my other job, but whatever. How many student loans are in debt? We already did that one. You guys are concerned about money. It's a big deal. If you live in America, it is a big deal. I'm 15 and I'm a freshman in high school. I plan to be out of college when I am 23 or 24. What is your ideal age for graduating if you start college? Well, our graduating class, because we had the same high school graduating class, they graduated this year in 2015. Most people did. But like once again, like I said, it's not as simple as just freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, then you're done. Technically, I'm gonna be a super senior because I'm going for that extra year I have to because I'm a senior right now.
The credits I already have, I'm already a super senior.
It goes by credits. It's just whenever you get done with the classes. I could take 5 years off right now and then go back to college, and then as long as it's still on my record, as long as I finish the classes I need, I can get my bachelor's then. That's a good thing because you can't always. Sometimes shit happens in life and you can't pay for stuff. So you're like, I think I'm gonna take this semester off just because I can't pay for it. But that's fine. You can come back later.
Have you ever failed a class?
Have you ever failed a class? No, but I think I should bring something up with college is just because you don't get an F doesn't mean you haven't failed. Because if you get a D, I think you have to retake.
Yep.
Yeah. So pretty much anything lower than a C, you got to retake.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a little interesting thing I didn't know at first. I'm not going to answer the shaving question. Read that one.
Are the girls at your college fine like a glass of wine? You better answer, dude. Lol. I'm a male and I go to a Cal state on the West Coast and I've never been to the East Coast. LOL.
That's
We're white, really white.
We're very white. Yeah. I actually have a girl that I know
Porcelain, pristine.
that is from California, and she was in my English class. Her name's Delaney, and she was experiencing her winter here for the first time. But yeah, she was fine like a glass of wine. She had a boyfriend though. Okay. That's my curse. Did I tell you about the curse I have? Every girl I meet always has a boyfriend.
Oh.
It's a curse.
No, you didn't.
Well, it exists. I plan on majoring in chemistry. Hey, that's kind of sort of like your thing.
Well.
And I was wondering what classes would come with said major. I assume quite a bit of math would be involved, but beyond that, what courses would be involved?
Did you take chemistry?
Did you take biochemistry? Hey, Kasey, talk about biochemistry. Biochemistry's fun.
I don't know much about the chemistry. I know that my cousin, he didn't finish college, but he started to, and he was going as a chemistry major. I don't know all the classes involved in that, but I know that chemistry involves quite a bit of math.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, like if you're in high school taking those classes, you were calculating like molar masses.
I got 100% in chemistry.
You're going to do that again.
I got 100% in chemistry in sophomore year with Mr. Wagner. It was
yeah.
the only class, which isn't really real chemistry. We were learning about like litmus paper and the bubble experiment.
The problem with taking it in college is like sometimes you're not going to understand your professor. Like I had one from Africa. I had no idea what he was saying.
Was that the biochem one? Or was that just normal chemistry?
No, that was another chemistry class.
Yeah.
I've taken 4 chemistries. I've taken Chem 111, Chem 112. Then they made me go back and take Chem 102, and I just took biochemistry. So.
Have you ever toga partied, Kasey?
No.
It's not like Animal House. I mean, maybe parts of it are like Animal House, but it's not really like Animal House.
No.
College in the 70s looked so much fun in that movie.
No, but Halloween is a fun time.
Yeah,
it's just like
it is.
Everybody walks around in costumes.
It is.
And
It's
totally
great.
normal.
That's another thing about college. You can wear whatever you want. If you want to go to class in your pajamas, that's your prerogative. You can do it. Just don't show up naked. You'll be good.
I showed up in
there's no bullshit dress codes or anything like that. Like
I
in
showed
high
up
school.
in contacts like my very last day of school, and everybody was like, "You have eyes."
You have eyes.
So
Actual eyes.
This is my look every day with glasses.
You're not wearing the nerd glasses.
Leggings and
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's one of the. It's basically like a bunch of shit you have to deal with, and just a few fringe benefits that are more freedom from high school, basically. You know, like you can go to the bathroom whenever you want. You can wear whatever you want to class. You can go in your pajamas if you want. You don't have to go to class if you don't want to. Which, by the way, should maybe we talk about the attendance thing?
depends on the class.
Depends on the class. Usually, most professors will give you like a couple free days. Like I got like 3 free days in my English, 2 in my philosophy. So I look at those like I don't take those just like, oh, I got 3 free days, I don't have to show up. They really should be saved for when you're either really busy that day with something else or like you're sick.
Or you pulled an all-nighter and you had to turn in homework
or
online.
something
and
like that.
Done.
However, I had my ASL class, my American Sign Language, where she did not allow us a single absent day unless it was like an actual excused one with the doctor. And I missed one day, and instead of not just gaining any points from attendance, we lost points. We didn't have attendance points. It's just if you miss, you lose. You don't have, and you can't gain.
It must have been a really small class for her to realize you were going.
Her way of looking at it was that she doesn't really ever take a sick day, and if you're in the deaf community, like if you become an actual interpreter for ASL, you can't just call off when they need you. That was her reasoning for looking at it.
Yeah, well.
But it was
college.
an introduction to ASL. It wasn't like an actual like class where you're learning them. What are you doing? The cat.
I heard it.
These animals keep appearing out of nowhere.
I'm not a cat.
How many animals do you have?
Only 2.
Only 2.
And myself.
Right, yes. And your brother?
Yeah.